Before we get into today's episode, I just want to give a big shout out once again to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. That's right, Surfshark VPN. If you use the internet regularly, you might not be aware of the amount of surveillance and data mining that's done with your information on a daily basis. Well, Surfshark is a virtual private network that protects your information by encrypting your data and keeping anyone unwanted from seeing it. Now, this is especially important if you're ever using public Wi-Fi. Public Wi-Fi can leave you vulnerable to hackers that can steal your information and even send you viruses. But with Surfshark VPN, your info is protected and nobody sees your browsing history but you. That way nobody can see all that erotic Gamera fan art you've been looking up. I'll still know you're doing it though. It's also great for getting access to content that might be blocked in your country. Streaming services offer different content depending on where you live, and some of them aren't even available at all. So if you're a Canuck like me and you want to watch Hulu, just change your location to the United States, and like that, you've got Hulu. Click the link in the description below or use the promo code Tenold and get yourself 83% off plus 3 extra months for free. Surfshark also offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk to try it out. Alright, let's get into it. It's a known fact that for almost every holiday, there's a horror movie to go along with it. After the template got set with stuff like Black Christmas and Halloween, we soon got horror movies centered on other holidays. Mother's Day, April Fool's Day, New Year's Evil, hell, even Happy Birthday to me sorta counts. So it only made sense that we got a slasher movie centered around Valentine's Day. Now you may be wondering, why am I not making this video on Valentine's Day? Well, it's October, horror movie, it still works.
Once upon a time, on a sad Valentine, in a place known as Hanniger Mine, a legend began, every woman and man.
My Bloody Valentine is a 1981 Canadian slasher movie that's one of the more infamous of its kind, although unlike some other horror movies, it wasn't because of its extreme violence and gore, but rather the lack of it. Submitted for rating shortly after John Lennon's murder in December 1980, the MPAA demanded nearly all the gore scenes be cut since they were concerned about horror movies promoting violence. Because as we all know, Mark David Chapman would have never killed John Lennon if he hadn't caught a matinee of Friday the 13th earlier that day. As a result, around 9 minutes were cut from the movie, including almost all the gore, and what was originally going to be one of the most brutal slasher movies at the time ended up becoming one of the tamer ones. Thankfully, in 2009, most of the deleted scenes were put back in the movie, and fans can now see it more or less as it was originally intended. So let's dig into My Bloody Valentine now that they finally put the bloody part back in. Jeez, as if mines weren't already dangerous enough, this one was built at a Dutch angle. This may not be as 80s as some other slasher movies, but it does have an appearance by Alf. Okay, enough fooling around. Time to get to work. Damn, being a coal miner kicks ass. Ooh, baby, your tube is so big. And you know the old saying, the quickest way to a woman's heart is through her rib cage. Alright, that's one way to get people's attention before the opening title. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but got my attention. This movie may not be Friday the 13th, but it is set on Thursday the 12th. Wait, these guys are all wearing the same mining uniform. How am I supposed to know who the killer is? Oh wait, I guess that's part of the mystery. Of course these guys have more to worry about than slasher movie villains.
Damn, that thing! Gonna blow this place to shit one of these days!
If that does happen, it probably won't be until the climax. Well, been a long day at work. Now time to unwind with some homoerotic hijinks.
And you wish you never came back. Especially now since Sam's going out with Axel. Let's get off my nose. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I don't care about girls. Why do you think I took this job? And did somebody say wacky antics? Wow, this is like Deliverance, except this time the guy squealing like a pig is maple-scented. Anyway, the movie takes place in Valentine Bluffs, a small Canadian mining town that is really obsessed with Valentine's Day. Too bad it's not called Arbor Day Bluffs. This place could use some trees. Unfortunately, while everyone's busy cozying up to their sweetheart, TJ here is all alone, which must really piss him off. Even the guy who looks like David Crosby has a surprisingly cute girlfriend. So in case you missed it during the shower scene, the reason TJ's flying solo this Valentine's Day is because he just got back in town after trying to make it out west, and his girlfriend Sarah moved on and is now dating Axel.
Where you going, son?
I always go this time of day. For another beer and a real good nose pick.
Gee, I wonder why TJ doesn't have a girlfriend. God, no wonder TJ's sulking. Even the town mayor has a secret admirer.
If there's one thing I like better than Christmas candy, it's Valentine's candy.
Aw, man, no hazelnut truffle? What a ripoff! Well, at least now the town police chief has something to do besides put people in the drunk tank. By the way, Chief Newbie is played by veteran Canadian actor Don Franks. Now, you might not recognize his name or his face, but I'm willing to bet some of you recognize his voice.
You guys better put those things back where you found them, or I'll turn you both upside down, especially you.
Skip, something's following us. It's some kind of green meteorite.
Zip, try to realize there is no longer black or white, good or evil. We've evolved beyond that.
Oh, you've caught one of the fire folk. How delicious.
Jack Tenrek, your blood calls you. Your blood wakes you. You must trust the Machinatio Vitae.
Why drag me all the way here, runt? I could have sliced you up stateside, saved you the trip.
Yeah, it's like a Canadian version of Frank Welker playing a police chief in a horror movie. Anyway, the reason the mayor got the world's worst candygram is the town is about to hold its first Valentine's Day dance in 20 years, and someone doesn't want that to happen. But why have me tell you about it when the local bartender can do it for me?
Well, it started 20 years ago. It was the night of the Valentine's Day dance.
Yeah. We all know how Prom Night 2 Hello Mary Lou starts out. You don't have to tell us. The night of the dance, there was an explosion that trapped several minors, and a guy by the name of Harry Warden was the only survivor. However, not only did Harry have to resort to cannibalism, but the explosion also smudged his makeup. Driven insane by the experience, Harry was sent to a mental institution but escaped a year later and went on a murder spree.
He killed the two supervisors who had left their posts the year before. Then he cut out their hearts and stuffed them into heart-shaped candy boxes.
Why does it feel like there was another slasher movie before this one? Harry warned the town to never hold another Valentine's dance again, and legend has it he still roams the streets desperately looking for something to do in this podunk-ass town.
It could be you. Forget about having a party at all on Saturday night. You may not live to see daylight.
So in other words, you're fucking doomed, bud. Like, you better turn back now. I know what I'm talking about. Alright, fellas, finish up your drinks. The cast of Happy Birthday to Me has this place booked for 9.
It's your own fault. You know that, don't you, TJ? Then why can't you just accept things the way they are?
Maybe because I don't like the way things are.
The movie clearly wants us to think TJ might be the killer, which means it's probably not him. One thing's for sure, the killer has the slasher movie POV shots down, even if he does breathe like Darth Vader. You know what might help if you took that damn mask off? If there's one thing this killer hates more than Valentine's dances, it's people who don't separate their laundry.
Roses are red, violets are blue. One is dead, and so are you?
You like it? I also wrote a murder haiku. Woman in laundry, about to feel my pickaxe. You're fucking dead, bitch. Okay, that kill wasn't very gory, although considering most of them got cut anyway, it's probably for the best. But I'll tell you something that didn't get cut, the fake-out scares. Okay, I've seen cat scares, I've seen dog scares, but I think that's the first ever whiskey scare on this show. Booze! Oh, I'm sorry, did I scare ya? Despite their shared love of junkyard harmonica duets, TJ and Axel still have a problem regarding who gets to be with Sarah.
TJ, you stay the hell away from Sarah.
All right. You want to fight, then you got it. Because you and I both know who Sarah wants.
Those two are totally gonna bang. Hey, now it's Friday the 13th. Maybe this means there won't be any more killing. The chief calls the mental institution where Harry Warden was locked up, but surprisingly, they don't know what the hell happened to him.
If this Harry Warden was committed, as you say, then he's simply no longer here. And if I have no records on him, I have to assume that he's transferred, he's released, or he's on the slab. One of three, take your pick.
Yeah, you actually expect us to keep records of what happens to patients here? You're the asshole for expecting us to do that. Wait a second, the killer cut someone's heart out and it's about to be Valentine's Day. I wonder if there's a connection. Alright, before we go any further, I just want to point out something this movie does really well. A lot of slasher movies try to give the feel of being in a small, isolated town, but this is one of the most effective at actually doing so. It was filmed in a real mining town in Nova Scotia, and everything from the gray skies to the rundown buildings really give it a rustic, working-class feel. You actually get the sense that the characters are in the middle of nowhere with nothing to do but work in the mine and get drunk afterwards. Well, actually, there is one other thing to do in this town: murder. Wow, that's a pretty memorable gore effect. Too bad audiences back in 1981 didn't get to see it. Right now, Chief Newby's really regretting putting his whites in that machine. Okay, so now that there's been another murder, you're definitely gonna launch a full investigation, right?
Jake, you gotta get help from Granville.
No, not yet. Call in Granville. We'll have police crawling all over this place, and we'll have a hell of a panic on our hands.
Yeah, you wouldn't want lots of police around when this is happening in your town.
You remember, Mabel Osborne died of a heart attack, and that's all.
I am not doing any paperwork for this, you hear me? They also get another Valentine saying the murders will continue if the dance goes ahead. Big deal. If more people get killed, just say they died of a heart attack too. I mean, technically someone is attacking their hearts. While the murders are happening, TJ and Axel continue to fight over Sarah.
Oh yeah, come on, man. Anytime, loser.
Boy, I tell ya, the sexual tension in that mine is so thick you could murder it with a pickaxe.
Son of a bitch is after my ass because of Sarah. Keeps it up, I'm gonna nail him.
Oh, I'm sure you will, TJ. Axel's got nothing to worry about, though. Sarah's with him now and is definitely not getting back with TJ no matter how hard he tries.
TJ, will you stop this? I don't want to go with you. Jesse, are you listening to me?
Nope.
Wow, Sarah sure seems committed to Axel, doesn't she? No, TJ, I told you I don't want to make out with you. Well, okay, fine, I will. What's up, Axel? Guess who just cucked your ass? Looks like the only hole you're gonna be going in from now on is the mine. And what are you doing, Sarah? You have two boyfriends and you didn't ask one of them to walk you home at night?
Sarah.
Whoa, you really fake scared me there, Chief.
Is something the matter?
No, I'm just making my nightly patrol.
I gotta perform my red herring duties. Come on, we know it's not the chief. I bet the killer's really this guy. That hipster hot air balloon captain mustache ain't fooling me. With the Valentine's Day dance cancelled, the workers decide to host their own party.
How about my father's mine, huh? TJ, are you crazy? Yeah, come on, Hollis. We got everything we need down there. We got, we got a rec room, we got a pool table, everything.
Hey, good idea. Party in the mine. You can boogie with some boogans while you're down there. However, the bartender's not happy about this and decides to try and ruin their fun. Boy, you really have nothing better to do, huh, pal? Surprise, motherfucker! This is what you get for being a buzzkill! Here's yet another memorably gory kill the MPAA cut from the original release. Because, you know, God forbid people actually see the kills in a slasher movie. Oh well, the townsfolk aren't gonna let a little murder ruin their fun. They're gonna get so drunk they won't wake up until St. Patrick's Day. Whoa, what the hell? Schlitz! This is a Moosehead town, lady! Even though it seems like they have everything for a good party, this guy's about to wish they microwaved those hot dogs. Oh no, hot dog water! Meanwhile, the chief gets another Valentine telling him about the party.
You didn't stop the party. Stop the party.
What damn party?
Oh, looks like somebody's mad they didn't get invited. Hey, what are you doing? The name of the Pat Travers song is Snortin' Whiskey, not beer. And it's just a fucking song. While everyone's having a good time, Axel and TJ continue to fight over Sarah.
Well, in case you haven't noticed, things have changed around here. She don't want nothing to do with you.
Do you mind? I have my own mouth, thank you.
Then why don't you use it?
She did earlier. Heyo! Alright, motherfucker, this is what you get for thinking you could pull off that stupid neckerchief. Axel ends up leaving, so I guess that means Sarah stays with TJ?
Look, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for that to happen.
Oh what, getting your ass kicked by Axel? Yeah, I would hope not. Damn, Axel's sitting in a corner quietly drinking alone? He's become me at a party. On the plus side, since Axel's probably not getting laid, that means he won't be the movie's next victim.
You know what we need?
Yeah, I got one right here.
No, I meant a couple of beers.
I need to be way more drunk before I fuck you. They might want to slow down with the boozing. They're so shit-faced they don't even notice dead bodies right in front of them. Despite pulling the whole I'll be right back thing, surprisingly, this guy isn't the one who gets murdered. Oh, and if you want to know which parts the MPAA cut out, a good indicator is when the film quality changes. Well, there's another memorable kill from this movie, and if you guessed that the MPAA also chopped this one to shit, you'd be correct. Oh well, at least people got to see a bit of it on some posters for the movie. Bad news, pal, your girlfriend's dead. Good news, you don't have to use that condom now. Back at the party, they're getting a little bored with just drinking and playing pool.
How about a little trip down to the mine?
The mine?
Yeah, it'll be great. Come on, it's supposed to be like a roller coaster, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's what video games say they're like.
Where do you think you're going?
We're just gonna go for a quick ride and come right back up, believe me.
You can't take them down there. You know the rule. No women in the mine.
Okay, it's dumb that they're going in the mine, but that is a weird rule.
Keep your hands inside and pass me that beer.
Hey, you can't drink. You guys are minors. Ah, come on. I waited until almost an hour into the movie to make that joke. Back up top, somebody finally noticed the dead bodies, which means the party's over. Finish your drinks and go home.
Sarah, she's in the mine with the others. They're in the mine right now. We gotta get them out.
That's where that crazy guy probably is. Look, he'll kill them.
That's a slasher movie. The killer can probably teleport back and forth as they please. TJ and Axel go down in the mine to rescue him, but they've got more to worry about than just the killer. Boom!
Gotcha.
Mustache scare! Alright, at least that means there shouldn't be any more fake-out scares for a while. Okay, I was wrong. This mine is crawling with them. Alright, with 2 fake-out scares in a row, I think it's about time we had a real one.
Jesus! What the hell are you going to do?
God damn it! TJ explains that Harry Warden's come back and started killing people again, and the smartest thing you can do in a situation like this is split up.
Howard, you stay with the girls and wait for Axel.
But make sure you don't have sex with them or else you'll get killed. Speaking of which, earlier a couple snuck off to have sex, so see if you can guess who the movie's next victims are. Alright, well, at least they ended up getting screwed somehow. Originally, the movie was supposed to actually show these two getting killed instead of just the aftermath, but this scene was cut completely and hasn't been restored even in newer versions, so thanks again, MPAA. Oh well, at least they restored this part. Okay, you know what? If you can take 2 nail gun shots to the face and still manage to walk away, the killer's not gonna mess with you after that. Oh, wait, I was wrong. He's dead. What really killed him was getting blood on his mustache.
He's dead now, come on!
Howard, you bastard!
He's dead now, come on!
You can't leave us like this!
So then go with him!
Come on, Patty. Don't do this to me. We have to get out of here.
Yeah, not like that coward who got out of here a few seconds earlier. They get found by Axel, which means they should be safe. Now, TJ, on the other hand...
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry, man. I thought you were Harry.
Plus, I'm still kinda mad you stole my girlfriend. Oh yeah, shit, Don Franks. I almost forgot about him. I know he's billed as a special guest star, but you could have given him a bit more screen time. Normally, I'm just used to hearing his voice. Harry's destroyed the controls to the elevator, so it looks like he'll have to take the ladder. But by all means, keep your heels on, ladies. I can see why the girls got mad at Howard earlier. Not only did the son of a bitch leave slightly before they did, but he also got murdered before him too. And there's yet another memorable kill that was rendered almost incomprehensible due to the MPAA's cuts. Ah well, at least this means I don't have to do a decapitation gag. What the hell, do it anyway.
Decapitation!
Come down, quick, stop!
You know, you're almost at the top, you could keep going. Or just stay trapped down in the mine, that's probably safe. Also, you should probably split up again, you don't want to be too careful.
TJ, take the girls over, and give me a yell when you're across, okay?
Yeah, just scream like you're getting murdered. That'll let me know you're safe.
Okay, Axel, we're clear. Come on over.
Damn, and Axel was just 2 days from getting another moosehead hangover. Well, at least now they know not to split up again.
Okay, now you just hug along the left side of the wall. Now just keep going.
Go on, continue.
Idiots! Oh, I don't feel safe. I think we should split up too. Oh, never mind. You're dead either way. With so few characters left, you might be wondering when they're going to reveal who the killer is. Well, we'll get to that right after an Indiana Jones-style minecart chase. Oh, wait, it's Canada, so Saskatchewan Jones, I guess. Believe it or not, this finale was actually filmed in a real mine shaft, and the crew had to use special lighting equipment to avoid methane explosions. Okay, you know what? If you're willing to risk getting blown up, that's what I call real dedication to your craft. The mine setting does lend a real claustrophobic atmosphere to this finale, although they could have taken a page from the Boogans and just made a fake one and added a hot tub. Okay, we're almost at the end. Time to learn who this killer really is.
Axel.
Holy shit, I think Marty might be the killer! Wait. So it turns out when Axel was a kid, he witnessed his father getting killed by Harry Warden, which caused him to resort to murder to prevent another Valentine's Day dance from happening. That makes sense. People died last time there was a Valentine's dance, so the only way to prevent more murders was to start killing people. Fortunately, TJ and Sarah are saved by a cave-in, but wait a second, what happened to Harry Warden?
I got a call from Eastfield late this evening. They said that Harry Warden died 5 years ago.
Oh my god, the killer was a ghost! Oh right, it was Axel. Sorry. A lot of slasher movies have an open ending, but once again, the MPAA's cuts made this one a little confusing, since they cut the part where Axel chops off his own arm to escape being trapped under the rubble. Oh well, at least they kept this final scene.
I'll be waiting in hell for you! Sarah, be my bloody Valentine. Daddy gone away. Harry Warden made you pay.
Alright, beats the hell out of the whole cliche killer looks dead and then suddenly opens his eyes ending. But wait, I can't wrap up just yet. I still have to mention the song used during the closing credits called The Ballad of Harry Warden.
For the legend they say on a Valentine's Day is a curse that'll live on and on.
Well, it's no wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, but it definitely adds to this movie's Canadianness. Perhaps due to being butchered by the MPAA, My Bloody Valentine wasn't nearly as profitable as many other slasher movies released that year, which is probably why it didn't get any sequels. Critics didn't like it either, saying that even with all the cuts, the movie was still too gory and violent. Jesus Christ, they cut almost 10 minutes. How tame did they have to make this thing? 80s movie critics would criticize a fucking Care Bears movie for being too violent. Since its release, the movie's been reappraised as one of the better movies made during the slasher boom of the early 80s, even getting a 3D remake in 2009. While I wouldn't put it on the same level as something like Black Christmas, the movie does have a strong blue-collar appeal that a lot of slasher movies lack, using its small mining town setting very effectively. And since they restored most of the cuts, it also has some of the most brutal and effective kills of any 80s slasher film. Screw the MPAA, these should have been left in the original movie. I'm not going to go as far as to call it a full-blown classic, since it mostly follows a formula set by earlier movies instead of reinventing the wheel, but it's definitely above average and well worth a look for slasher movie aficionados. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a 4th of July themed horror movie I can review on Thanksgiving. Well, that's all for now. Until next time.
Forget about having a party at all on Saturday night. You may not live to see daylight.